She approved, guys. What's up, guys? I'm Justin, and we've got Mandy that you know from our other videos behind the cameras helping out, and she may be joining us later today, but we're hoping you are having a great day. Today, I'm super pumped because I'm going to be starting a new series of videos on Smile Direct Club. And if you're not familiar with Smile Direct Club, they're a company that provides clear teeth aligners that straighten your teeth similar to braces. Basically like a mail order clear aligner company. But they are priced at literally a fraction of the price. So how's it going to work out? The best way for you to find out is for you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can join me on my journey. Now, if you're considering Smile Direct Club, I'm going to have links down below in the description, and you'll get $100 off your set of clear aligners, and I'll be rewarded as well, so it'll be a win-win for both of us. Now, in this first video of the series, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this impression kit. I'll also be giving you some tips and be taking the impressions myself. Now, you may be wondering why I actually got Smile Direct Club, because if you look at me straight on, you may be thinking, your teeth are okay. Well, they may look okay straight on, but as I turn sideways, you can tell that my teeth are heading this direction because I actually have buck teeth. Now, just to fill you in regarding the entire process at a high level, after you go to Smile Direct Club's website by using the links down below, you'll be presented with a simple questionnaire on the website for you to fill out. Now, after you submit it and they believe you're good to proceed further, you'll be provided with a couple of options. The first one is to visit one of their smile shops and get a scan of your teeth, or you can get one of these impression kits like I've just shown here. Now, I chose the impression kit, of course, which comes in a couple days or so after you order it, as I'm good with doing it myself, and I wanted to see how that whole process works out. Now, after Smile Direct Club has your impressions or scans, one of their hundreds of doctors will validate if you are a good candidate for their program. If so, Smile Direct Club will make a 3D image of what will be the final result that you can literally check out and move around on your computer and make sure that you're going to be happy with the results. Now, if you're happy with the final result, you can choose one of two options. The first option is you can wear your aligners all the time, similar to if you had braces on, but you'll wear them for about 22 hours. You'll take them out whenever you're going to eat. Or the second option is to wear them only at night. Now, that could be good if, wearing the aligners during the day could really bug you, but of course, it's going to take you a lot longer to get your teeth straightened. Now, I'm going to be going with the first option because I want to wear them all the time and just try to get the process over with. Now, after you complete the program, you have the option of getting retainers for around $99. And what's good about that is it will help you keep your teeth straight after you've completed the program, because once you're done, your teeth are not going to stay that way forever. There's a very good chance they can start heading in the direction they were before you started Smile Direct Club. All right, so enough jibber jabber. Let's get into the unboxing and get these impressions done. All right, so I've got the box right here. Now, it's really important that you take care of this box because you are actually going to be sending this box back to them, so don't damage it. And there's also the return shipping label on the bottom, so make sure you're aware of that and don't mess it up. Another thing is don't let this kit sit around too long because it's only good for so long. It has a pretty short expiration date, so after you get it, make sure you go ahead and take your impressions so you don't have to call them and buy another one. All right, now let's get this opened up. So here I've got the box and I'm opening up. You can see it says, let's make a good first impression. And they've got a link that you can visit if you want to check out some of their videos. Now here you can see we're presented with this card that says, let's get this party started. On the other side, it has some questions and stuff that you're definitely going to have to fill out. You're going to return this card along with your impressions. So make sure you fill it out properly and choose which option you want to do in terms of paying. You can pay all at once or over time. And you can also decide if you want to go ahead and get the retainers. Next, we have the impression guide, and you're definitely going to want to read this because it's going to provide you with all the details. I'm going to try to fill you in with everything that you need to know on this video, but just to make sure we don't miss anything, make sure you go ahead and read this carefully. And this is definitely one of the most important pictures right here, because you can see it's going to show you what it takes to take a good impression. You can see you're going to want to have your gum line present. You're going to want to only have one imprint. You don't want to have multiple imprints by moving around. And you want to make sure that your putty is fully mixed and that your molars are captured. You don't really have to worry too much about your wisdom teeth. Another important thing is, if this tray isn't big enough, you can go ahead and call them and they'll send you out a different tray right away. But we'll get into all this as we take the impressions. There's also this sticker right here that you can use to seal the box, to return the box back to them. And here is one of the trays that we've got right here. And it's basically like a hard plastic. It's not really flexible at all. The key though is, you'll see as I take my impressions, I'm not going to remove the putty from this tray. You're going to leave the putty in the tray and just send it in like this. Then we have two sets of putty right here. You can see there's a gray and a purple one. Pretty soon here we're going to be mixing these two together, and I'll let you know how everything goes with that. And we also have this right here where it says give your whitening a boost. So let's go ahead and check out what's inside of here. So let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, this comes with something that you can put on your teeth to whiten them. And it looks like you plug it into either your iPhone or your Android device. It also has like a regular USB connection as well. So that's pretty cool that it comes with this to help you whiten your teeth. Now if we pick this up, we can see that we have a set of gloves to use to mix the putty and do the entire process of using the impression kit. Then down here, we have more trays that we'll be using and enough putty to make 4 overall impressions. You basically get to take 4 impressions, so you can do a trial run on the top and bottom set of your teeth and then another run, because you'll be more familiar with actually doing the process. So your second impression should be better than your first. Now, one thing I really recommend, guys, is for you to take this plastic tray and test fit it into your mouth, especially if you have buck teeth like me, because you only have a certain amount of space here for your teeth to go. So you want to make sure that as you're taking the impression that you have your teeth in the right place, so you don't hit along the front of the tray and you're not too far back. You want to kind of get it exactly in the right spot, because ultimately we're going to want that putty to wrap around our teeth, and we're going to want to make sure that we're pressing down hard enough to get a good impression, to get that gum line in the impression like I was showing you earlier, that's in the picture in the manual. Now we also want to make sure that the putty is room temperature. I have it sitting right here. I've had it sitting out like for quite a while, so it should definitely be good. Now it's really important, guys, that your teeth are really clean. So make sure you brush and floss before you take your impressions. You don't want to be sending back any snacks along with the impressions. So make sure you can get your teeth as clean as you can. Now there's also a couple things you're going to want to grab before you take your impressions, and that is a mirror and a towel, because as you may have noticed, if you've tested with this, you are going to be drooling like crazy. So you're going to want a towel to, catch that drool. And I found it to be really handy to have a mirror so I could see myself as I'm putting the tray in my mouth. Now, what I'm about to say is really important. The actual impression process itself takes roughly 4 minutes, with the first 1.5 minutes tied to prepping the putty and getting it set in the tray, and then the next 2.5 minutes of actually letting the putty sit on your teeth and harden. Now, with the first 1.5 minutes, I like to break that down into 3 separate intervals, with giving yourself about 20 seconds in each interval to allow yourself a 10-second buffer in case, you're having some problems or whatever. But the first step is to mix the 2 putties together. So we're going to mix this gray and purple putty together, and we need to do that within roughly 20 seconds. And the key is to mix and knead the putties together, not to roll them. We want to knead them and make them become a consistent color. Then from there, we need to basically roll the putty like a hot dog that's roughly 4 inches long and get it put into the tray. Then from there, we need to quickly take the tray and put it on our teeth and press down firmly and hold it there with our fingers until the remaining 2.5 minutes are done. And remember, we want to push down nice and hard to basically where our teeth are hitting the tray so we can get a really good impression that has our gum line in it. And then when I'm done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them out from the back, which is actually different from what the directions said, but I saw this in one of the Smile Direct Club videos where they have a dentist there, and he said to pop it out from the back, not to use the tab. And my wife, who is a former dental assistant, is nodding her head yes. Mandy approved?
Mandy approved.
All right, guys, it is time for some impression action. Do you have your stopwatch ready, Miss Mandy? So I'm going to put on these gloves they kindly provide. I feel like I'm going in for surgery here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out first. And I'm going to put it on the lid. I'm going to take out the purple one. Put it on the lid. Okay, are we ready? On your mark. Get set, go. All right, guys, we've got the putty mixing here. I'm kneading it together. Trying to get a consistent color here. How's it gonna work out? How many seconds am I at? 16, holy cow.
20.
20, really?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I got a buffer of 10 seconds. Tell me when I'm at 30. 28?
30.
Okay, so it's hot dog time. Do a ball and a hot dog of about 4 inches or so. That's about it. So we're putting it into the tray. Got it in the tray. Okay. Good. Now it's time to put it in my mouth. Hmm. Hi. I just got a hole here, okay? Uh-oh. Oh, I think I need a towel. Oh. Hole. Oh. Oh. All right, guys, so we got the first ones here, and I didn't do very good on the front, so I'm glad they gave you 2 chances to get this right, because I definitely need to do it again. You can see what's also weird is in the front is you can see that it looks like it has something on the front of my teeth, but they're actually smooth. So let's try this again. All right, guys, we're going for round 2 since the first round was actually done. Hopefully it'll go better this time. Let's see. All right, I've got the 2 putties. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. So we're kneading away here, trying to create a consistent color. I've already flung some putty about a foot or so. Mixing it up. Doing the ball. Putting it in here. Oh. You can come check it out.
I mean, you got your gum line.
So that's fine.
Yep.
Here is round 2 of the top teeth, and I think this one went a lot better. You can see my gum line is on the impression better, and I didn't mess up my front teeth as bad. So my wife approved it, so yay for that, because I didn't have another chance, right? Clean up on aisle 2. Dental impression cleanup. Thank you. All right, guys, we got the top impressions done. Now it's time to do the bottom ones. And my wife did give me a pro tip. She said to, like, when you're seating them, like, start in the back and kind of like move forward and then pull your lip over the very front of it. And I think that helped a lot with getting my second impression done on the top. All right, here we go again. Got another round of clay action. Going to do as I did before and put the clay on the lid to get it nice and ready. Clay in hand, ready to mix. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. All right, we're kneading away, folks. Kneading like a boss. You seriously gotta knead pretty much as fast as you can to get a consistent color, guys. It's not too difficult though. You just gotta stay with it, knead it up good. 25 seconds.
28.
28. All right, it's hot dog time. I'm going to a ball, quick ball. Then I'm kind of rolling it out a tad. Time for the tray. Getting it in the tray. Here we go. Okay. Oh. All right, guys. Here's the first round of my bottom teeth. And you can see here right in the front, that's where I'm having the problem. A lot of it went that way. So I'm going to try to like do better in this area for the second impression. So, but otherwise, my wife said these are pretty good. So, all right. Final round coming up. Let's get to it. Let's get this over with. I'm tired of spitting out putty. I don't know, but like, you should get like a cookie or something after you do all this, because it is kind of like a journey. All right, prepping for the final round. Putty in hand. On your mark. Get set. Go. Kneading away, guys. I think we're good. Going for the ball. And oh. I think this one's pretty good. I need my wife's approval.
Yep. The front looks good. Looks good.
Good to go.
Good to go.
She approved, guys. We survived. Now, if you notice when I did this one, and the key too is like my wife's saying, you got to pull your lip for sure. But also make sure you've got enough in the front section here. Make sure you got enough right here in the front to get the front of your teeth. Should be good to go. Thank goodness. So we got the box. Inside underneath, we have what they're calling a smile stretcher. And this is similar to what you've seen in some games where you get a massive view of your mouth. I'm going to go rinse this off real quick, and then you'll get to see my mouth spread open really big. But basically, you put this in your mouth, you take some photos of the straight view of your teeth, the under part of your top teeth, and then another picture so they can see a top view of your bottom teeth. So they can just see how your teeth look like, and you got to upload those online as part of the review process. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is what you need to take a picture of your teeth. So when you put this in your mouth, guys, you want to make these bigger pieces go inside your mouth to open your mouth nice and wide. And you got to take the photos of the top and bottom and straight on, like I was saying, and upload those online. And they're going to review those photos to make sure everything looks good. All right, so the final step of the process, of this first process, to put all your impressions back into the box, because you're going to be returning all of them, no matter how they turned out. Even if you messed one or some of them up, you got to give them all to them. We're going to take this card that's completed, put it back in the box, and seal it with the sticker that they've given you right here. And you can put it in any mailbox and you should be good to go. Now, final review of this impression kit. What do I think? I think it's great because it's nice and cheap. The directions are easy to read. I like how they included that little whitening thing that I've got to check out. I'm always down for whitening my teeth even more. In terms of cons, I couldn't really think of much. The only thing I can think of was that there is kind of a discrepancy where in the manual they give you, it says to use the tab to take the teeth out. But online, and based on what my wife said, is a former dental assistant, that you should actually pop them out from the back, and then ultimately you can lift them out of your mouth with the tab, but you don't want to loosen them with the tab. And I would say one final tip is, like, if you have any fillings on the outside or in areas that are touching the putty, to be kind of careful, because it felt like the suction was kind of strong. So, like, don't try to rip them out real quickly. I would say gently work out the impression so you don't accidentally mess something up. Now remember, guys, I'll have links down in the description to save you $100. I hope you found this video useful. Please comment down below with any questions you have, and like and subscribe, and have a great day. Peace.